Hi, welcome to my channel, Afraid Stitch. My name is Brandy. It is February 7th, 2025. It's Friday afternoon, and I wanted to jump on real quick and while I had a moment and share with you what I did in January. If you watched my last Flosstube, you know I said I would be back in January. That didn't happen. Everybody got sick, and all the other things that occur on a regular basis. Work, etc., etc. So this is the first opportunity I've really had to jump on here, and I don't think it's going to be that long of a video. I don't have that much to share. I've got 5 new starts, 1 finished that was also part of those new starts. So yeah, I didn't work on anything in January that I already had going. I spent the entire month working on these 5 projects. And to be perfectly honest, one might already be on the chopping block. So I'm going to have to give that some consideration. But we'll get to that. So let's see. Last month was my 1-year Flosstube anniversary. So that doesn't seem right. I mean, it went by quick. So, did I say this is Flosstube13? I think I did. I don't know if I did or not. I've had a few takes because for some reason couldn't get out what day it was. um, yeah. So onward, right? Let's see. So everybody does, or not everybody, but a lot of people do the blessing sampler for January, which to my understanding is you start a sampler on the first day of the year, and then you try to finish it by the last day of the month of January. And it's supposed to bring blessings to your stitching throughout the year. Really, it's probably just another way to put pressure on yourself unnecessarily, but we do those things, right? Uh, I didn't do a blessing sampler. I did, however, attempt to do a blessing stitch. So, which was the Blue Flower Winter Phoenix. And I managed to finish it. I think I've got it done on, let's see, do we have a better? I'll have to go back and look on the exact day that it was finished. I put it on Instagram. I stitched it on, what is it stitched on? 40 count atomic ranch fibers, rainy day, which is the same thing that I stitched what was the other thing? Oh, the magpie and the moon, I think it is. I stitched it on there as also. This was just a piece I had left over. The cat's playing with. Sounds like my charger for my watch. So yeah, I did the 40 count atomic ranch fibers rainy day, and let me see if I can pull up whenever, because I should have had this in my notes, but I do not. So let's see. What day did I post that? It's finished. Oh, the 26th of January, I finished it. So, yay. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I was thinking I might put it on a bag, like a project bag. I may sew it into a bag, and I may frame it. I don't know. But one finished for the year. So that was the one that I started on January 1st. On the 2nd of January, I started. I thought I had these in order, but I do not, apparently. I started Artsy Housewives of Festive Beetles. I think that's how you say it. So I thought this would be really pretty. I don't know. I'm not usually a bug person, but this one caught my eye. And it is 161 by 119, so I didn't think that one would take terribly long. I've only worked on it one time, though. I think, yes, one time. Maybe 2 sessions. Maybe. Excuse me. Anyway, I'm doing it on a 32 count sandbar by Stitched Me. Let me see if I can get this out of here. I don't know where my needle is. That always concerns me. Because I did not take anything out of. Oh, there it is. Okay. I didn't take anything out of the hoop because it just means I'd have to put it back in there. Okay, so we're going to have some problems with you being able to see exactly what it is I've done. Oh, you can kind of see the yellow there. It blends in pretty good with my lighting currently. But I think that part gets outlined. Yes, it gets outlined with some white-ish, a lighter color, so maybe it'll stand out a little more. That's a little better. So I think this one will be fun. I need to pick it back up. I haven't worked on it at all since I started it. I'm using all the called for colors of floss or types of floss, which is a mixture of Weeks Dye Works and what else is in here? Gentle Arts and sampler threads, Classic Color Works. What in the world? Got all kinds of mess going on here. So it's gonna be pretty. And I'm doing 1/2. Did I say that already? I don't think I said that on the other one either, but just about everything I do is 1/2, so I will certainly tell you if it's not, because I usually have problems with 2/2. I don't like the way my stitches lay. So we'll get that one back into rotation. The next one I started was a 2-rabbit sampler, and I am in love with this one. That doesn't mean I put a lot of stitches in it because, again, I've been working on other things too. Let's see. So yeah, a 2-rabbit sampler, la-di-da, and I hope to have this one finished next. That's the next finish I hope I have. So, let's see. I have made it this far. Just that far. Let's see. I don't know that I have enough talent to pull this part off here. Yeah, so just the a portion of the middle alphabet there, because I started in the middle, and I think it's going fabulously. Like my little, I got that on Etsy. I can't remember the shop name though. It is done on a 36 count mocha, and I'm using all the yeah, this one just calls for DMC, so I am using the called for colors in the DMC for this one. And then on the 4th of January, I started Let Freedom Ring by, what's her name? Leela Studio. Leela Studio. I don't know. So this is a sow that Sheila over at the Crow River Stitcher is hosting, and this one might be on the chopping block at this point. And the reason is because it's not that okay. I really don't enjoy portions of this chart. Um, a lot of it is insane. Like, I think I can't remember, lots of different colors just in this one little bitty bar up top here. There's that little bar has like 6 different colors in it, I think. I can't even remember now. Which I finally, and I'm not taking this out of the hoop, I finally gave up and just did that middle line all the way across because so I could come back and fill in the top and the bottom of that bar, because this is 2 different colors right here, which is like I don't know, I guess it's supposed to be able to, I don't know, give you depth or whatever, but I think that it could have been accomplished without so many colors. I tried to just set the color, pull the color aside, and um, there was just too much going on. It was a nightmare. So that's why I ended up doing it all the way across there, and I need to cut this fabric, obviously, because I have way too much fabric. And it's really difficult to deal with. But the other part that I did is this flower in the top corner, or I'm in the middle of doing this flower. I'm so far behind on this too, because I think that we're supposed to be doing like chunks. I mean, I should have like the majority of this done already, I think, because it's broken down into like 500 and something stitches a week or something like that, and I'm definitely behind. I'll either have like if I decide to continue on, I'll just have to work on it 1 month and catch up, or just finish behind. So the Sal's hashtag, you can go see what everybody's done that are way ahead of me on Instagram, and it is hashtag freedom250sal. And if you're working on it already, you're, I think, able to just go ahead and join the group. There's a Facebook group. There's oh, I've lost my train of thought here somehow significantly. So as I stumble across my words here, on the 4th of every month, they're hosting a Zoom meeting, and I went to that Zoom meeting this week. Wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was this week. And the timeline on it doesn't really work out for me because it's like right at dinner time and trying to get everything settled once everybody gets home from work and all that stuff. So I didn't get to participate much in that. I sat in a little bit and listened and saw some of the things that were going on in there and some of the work that others had done, and listened to apparently there are a number of errors in this particular chart also, which I think they are highlighting on the Facebook group. I'm gonna put out some information about that because I don't think that there's anything on it on the website for the designer other than 2 corrections, I think, and that has nothing to do with what everybody was talking about that night, which was 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe more different items. So this one is more than likely probably going to lose my interest sooner than later because it already feels a little overwhelming. I mean, it was overwhelming to begin with, but I don't know. And I haven't completely decided I'm going to ditch it yet. But I do have other things going that I would rather work on. And so, knowing me and my stitching habits, and I mean, it's got to be fun, right? So, we'll see. And I may just do this portion right here with the bird and the flower vase and urn, flower urn. Is that what it's called? Um, I don't know. I might move this part up here, and I don't know. I may do a smaller version so that it doesn't completely um, go to waste, I guess. So it is a really big project. I'm trying to see. Um, oh, it's 311 by 238 stitches. And I am doing it on 40 count. Picture this plus fog. And I am so far behind. But it wouldn't be hard to rip this stuff out. It just go with something a little bit more manageable. And stay away from all the errors that people are running into. That apparently is further down. It's a good thing I didn't start on the bottom right corner, I think it is. Excuse me. Apparently that's where a lot of the problems are. Bottom right corner. In that general area, or some of the problems. I don't know. It takes a ton of floss. Oh my gosh, let me show you. Fancy floss, DMC, all the above. Like, why do I have that in there? And I don't have it all together, so I do have some of it on a ring. What I was working with or anticipated to start with, I put on a ring because I was, didn't want to take all the time to put everything on rings. So at that moment. Anyway, it started. I don't have very much progress, and I'm feeling really about it. So if you have done this particular pattern, tell me about your experience. What do you think? Um, did you finish? Did you find errors? Did you frame it? Because if you finish this, I don't know. This will be probably the biggest thing I've ever stitched if I finish it, and so it will definitely have to get framed or something. I have no idea where I'll put it. So anyway, moving to the next one. And I guess this is my final one, actually, for January starts. I started this one on the 11th of January, and I just love this. Oh my gosh. This is the Salem sampler, and I have a glare. There we go. And I started in the top middle, like right here is where I started. And I've been stitching it in hand. For some reason, I don't know. Some things I stitch in hand, some things I don't. But that's as far as I've gotten with it. It's hard to see, but there we go. That's my progress on that. And I am using 40 count Newcastle linen in platinum. And I do love, it just depends. I don't know. Are you like that? Like some, oh, I sewed through. Got my needle caught. Some linens are easier to hold in hand and stitch, I think, than others. This is a good one for me. I like it. I did throw a hoop in here just in case. But I've got all these beautiful colors, and it is a rat's nest up in here. So hard to see, hard to see. Still have to do something about my lighting. Maybe next time I'll be in my office and it will be a little bit more front focused light. So yeah, that's all I worked on. I need to pull out some stuff from last year, obviously, and get some work done on it. As far as plans go, I really do want to finish the Two Rabbit Sampler. I love that one. I'd like to have that one finished in the next, I don't know, month or so. And I think it's doable. It seems it goes pretty fast for some reason, or it has so far. I've only worked on it a couple of times and got that much done on it. And I've been distracted by so many things lately, like fountain pens and, it's January journaling season, that sort of thing. Journaling, not really journaling, but like new planners, and getting all settled into the planner. And this year I've moved into the Traveler's Notebook, and I've got plenty of stuff in here. My husband got me a new fountain pen. It's a Pilot Vanishing Point. It's of course you probably can't see what it is. I'm trying to, oh, that's the back of it. That's the front. Yeah. So it's actually upside down, the way that it's retractable. If you don't know, they're pretty cool. If you do know, you know. My other newest, I know you probably don't care about this because you're here for cross stitch, and I'm here telling you all about fountain pens. Well, not all about them, but I got a new SD too. So this is the Winter White Esterbrook SD. Love it. But yeah, so I guess that's really it. I don't really have any other major plans. Oh, buzz. I need to get back on making some bags. If some of you know that I had intended to use up a whole lot of the fabric that I've obtained recently, and make some bags and get those out. And I've just not had the time to do that yet, but maybe in the next month or so I can get that going. And other than that, you will find me more frequently over on Instagram. And I would love it if you'd follow me here, subscribe here, and follow me over on Instagram. It's Afraid Stitch over there also. That way I can see what you're up to, and get some inspiration from you guys. And yeah, so leave me a comment below. Let me know what you would do with the Let Freedom Ring, and maybe give me some ideas of what I can do with the winter Phoenix, aside from sewing it into a bag. So anyway, so thankful that you have stuck around this long, if you're still here, and I hope to see you again in the very near future. Take care.